Hi folks, what I'd like to do in this tutorial is I'd like to guide you around Photoshop CC's Workspace. So find out where everything is located, what can you do if you don't see a certain maybe item that's referenced in the tutorial, or maybe it was on your screen and went away, and just how to deal with different problems and how to bring things up. You'll notice here that I'm working with Adobe Photoshop CC or Creative Cloud. At the time of this recording, it is the most recent version of Adobe. It may have changed. You may be dealing with an older version, maybe a newer version, but the reality is all versions of Photoshop pretty much work the same way. They might look a little bit different color or style-wise, but ideally they all work the same way. Again, might just look a little bit different. So to start us off, what we're going to need is we're going to need a new file. Depending on the window that you see, you can either create new, so click the create new button, or click file new. And what that's going to do is it's going to give us some presets that we can use to create a new Photoshop file. Now it doesn't matter what size, we're just going to create a blank document here just so we can work around with some of the tools in Photoshop. So I'm just going to click the default Photoshop size and click create. And again, just get a blank document inside Photoshop. Now when you open up Photoshop, yours might look a little bit different than mine right now, and that's fine. We'll go through all of these different options as we go through. So the first thing I'm going to mention, or we're going to talk about, is the menu. Now the menu is right up here at the top of our screen. This is the same for pretty much all programs that you use on your computer, and there's different options that we can deal with here. You'll see file and edit and image, and these are all, depending on what you click, you can get different sort of elements underneath them. So file, you get some options to do with your file. If you want to edit, you're editing things about your image. Image as well, you're dealing with either the canvas, which we'll talk about in a minute, or different adjustments that you can make to your image. So there's a bunch of different items here that you can deal with inside your menu. After that, right underneath it, you've got your properties. So that's this section right here. And what that's going to do is it's different settings you can use for each of the tools that you've got in Photoshop. So on the left-hand side here, you'll see a bar. And if I choose different tools, you'll notice that this settings, or the settings option right here, change based on that tool. And that just allows you to save a little bit of space within Photoshop, so you don't have to worry about having all these settings sitting there for you. This one bar will change depending on what tool you choose, making things a lot nicer to work with. So we've got our menu, we've got our settings, and we mentioned a bar on the left-hand side. It's the toolbar. So these are all of your tools that we're going to be using, or that you're going to be using in Photoshop. So we've got, and we'll go through them within the tutorials, and you'll notice on some of these in the bottom right-hand corner, sorry, I should mention, if you want to find out what each tool does, if you highlight the tool, you'll notice that you get a little pop-out that explains what it is. And a lot of times if you just highlight and let go, it'll actually give you an animation. Now it won't do this in versions outside of CC from my experience, so you'll just get a pop-up that tells you what the tool is. But as of CC, what they'll do is give you an animation so you can actually see what it does as well. Now the other thing I'll mention is, to save space, what they've done with Photoshop is if you look at a tool like this one right here in the bottom right hand corner, you're going to see a little white arrow. And what that means is it's a flyout. And what they've done is if you click and hold, you're going to notice that there are multiple tools hidden underneath that one button. So what they've tried to do is group like tools together to make things a lot easier. Again, otherwise your toolbar might be huge. So what we can do is just click, and you can see that they put like tools together. So case in point, if I wanted to draw with my pen tool or with my brush tool, you can go brush or pencil. So you've got a couple different options there, so they're grouped together. So we've got our toolbar. Right in the middle, we've got the canvas. Now this is where all the work is going to be taking place. Imagine that this big white box here, that is your piece of paper, that's your canvas. So everything outside here in the dark gray area will not be visible in your image, and everything within this white area here will be visible. So this is our work area, or as Photoshop refers to it as, the canvas. On the right hand side, we have our palettes. So you'll notice that there are different palettes that we can work with. Some of them deal with text, some of them deal with properties. We've got a whole bunch of different options here. Now, what's really nice about these is they're snapped to the side, but if you wanted to, if I clicked on a palette here and just dragged it out, I can make them floating. So I can have all these palettes floating. Now, obviously, that gets a little bit busy. So what I can do is I can snap them back. If I drag it over, now watch the difference that happens here. If I drag it back and I bring it right inside, do you see how this whole palette that's here is starting to glow? Well, that means if I let it go, it's going to add it to that palette. So now instead of there being 3 buttons here, there were 4. So if I do that again, if I drag it back and snap it right into here, it gets added. But I can also drag it above and let go, and now it gets added above. If you ever lost a palette, for instance, I'm going to close the character palette and the paragraph palette and say I don't want to see them, and then I realize, oh, I did want to see those. If you look under the menu, on the menu, yes, for under Window, there's an option for all the palettes that Photoshop has to offer. So I closed the character palette. There it is right there. Click, and it comes back. I closed the paragraph palette. There it is. Click, and it's back. And I could just bring those back and snap them over here. So we dealt with the menu, the properties, the toolbar, the palette, the canvas, the palette, and the very last option is your workspace setup. This whole thing is known as the workspace. What you can do is set it up to your liking. Right over here by the magnifying glass, there's a little drop down arrow. It's hard to see because it looks like my recording is just off. So I'm going to move this window just a little bit. And when I click that drop down, you can see that there's different views. You can see that I am in graphic and web mode. But what I can do is click Essentials. And now you'll notice that my whole window changed to start showing me all the essential tools that Photoshop has. Maybe this doesn't work for you. Maybe you're more into photography. Click Photography, and now it's more set up for photography rather than graphic design. If at any point, so I'm going to go back to Essentials, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag the palette out and then click the X at the top of it. So drag it out, click. So I'm going to take all these palettes out, and I'm going to make things really difficult to work with. So I'm just going to close all these palettes. If you just give me a second here. Here we go. So now we've got ourselves a problem. Well, what I can do is reset the view. Since I was in Essentials view, I can just come over here, click on Reset Essentials. Notice the check mark is beside Essentials. Reset it, and everything goes back to the way it was. So if you lose a palette, you can always just bring it back. So that is the Photoshop workspace. And with that, you're ready to start doing some work in Photoshop.